Dear Beast, I will always be your friend.
Oh no! I'm in the
Friend zone! And so the torture continues. Time to strap in. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to part 2 of Beauty and the Beast Phelous.
It's still barely a movie.
Exactly.
Airheaded the Google warthog.
It's still barely a movie, and this is the part 2.
By the way, there is a version of this that came with a doll.
It came with a doll too? What is going on? Is this like a merch thing? Like a Beauty and the Beast merch or something? Or it just comes with a doll inside, or that's it?
Some said I didn't get the doll version of this. Don't worry, my dear.
Oh no. It's the candle.
Dead again.
I'm not going to scream.
Well, I should hope not, dearie.
Ah, it's human Mrs. Potts.
Oh, the
In
human
look
Mrs.
and
Pot.
character, pretty much.
She's
She
not
takes the
she's
place
not a
of,
pot,
the rest
actually.
of the side characters at the castle, though she'll mostly be useless.
Oh, I've just got to fix these doors someday.
And she can't tell the difference between windows and doors.
My
Did she really just call that window a door?
goodness, that's amazing.
Wow.
That's for you then, dearie. I'm too busy for this. Now let me leave via the door.
And she falls out.
The voice actor for this character and a couple others, Susan Silo, is actually the only one with a credit on IMDb. Another site lists a couple
Seriously?
other actors, including Duran Norris, not Darren Norris, but this gets a little confusing as the cover shown is actually for the other Golden Films Beauty and the Beast.
The
So
other?
I don't know what's accurate for this or the other film. I do at least know that Susan Silo's credit for this one is correct, as I recognize her voice for Clara from another production. An actual Disney one, even.
What the heck?
You're more fun than a barrel of sea monkeys. Of course I'm the one. The name's Clara. I'm the cook. I'm also the housekeeper, the gardener, and in a pinch.
Oh, she also does magic?
Oh, well, it sure was nice of you to use your magic to stop the beast from threatening to kill my father and I. You're such a wonderful person, Clara.
Now, honey, let's feed you.
Definitely not
But where's
like
the
the
beast?
original at
Oh, don't
all.
worry, sweetheart. He's already.
No, I mean,
He
I
ate the,
thought he
he
was
ate the
going to
grandfather.
Kill you.
Or the father, rather.
I frightened you, didn't I?
I'm really scary. Right? You were scared, right?
Not really.
I hope a fly doesn't get in my mouth.
And we shall speak tomorrow.
but I thought you meant to kill me.
Come on, hurry up with that, right?
I cannot bring myself to do it. Consider this to be your castle.
See, I'm a great guy.
Yeah, what a beast. He doesn't have the beast in him to kill a person. You're very intimidating. Beast.
I decide to not kill you because you give me a big hairy warthog mushroom boner.
Oh,
Thank you for sparing my life.
that's why?
This isn't the Beauty and the Beast porno, woman.
Perhaps someday you will be my wife.
Yeah, why develop towards that? She's
Seriously?
probably almost there anyway, after all the not killing of her father and holding her hostage. She must have quite the response to such an asinine statement. Well said.
Mm-hmm.
Beast. Oh, come kind, Beast.
Yeah, he gave you a room with a bunch of dresses made for a giant. Who the hell even cares about that whole freedom thing anymore? So, believe it or not, she's
This is
pretty
really
much
weird.
content immediately, so we have to get some friction elsewhere.
Hello, Beauty. I am the fairy of the castle.
And you've come to tell
Oh,
me Beast
another
is really
magical
kind and
woman
gentle,
appears.
no matter what he looks like on the outside?
No, I come to warn you not to be fooled by him.
Here's a few things I love about this scene. Beauty's no-shits-given attitude to a fairy popping in. Her insistence the pig mushroom that'll kill at the pluck of a rose must be a great guy. And the fairies, nah, you're an idiot. He's a dick.
Beware of the Beast, Beauty.
And now for a grand exit. For some reason, despite just teleporting in.
Okay, I understand now. This is Phyllis's voice acting of these characters. Oh, these are pretty funny and entertaining.
It can't be. He couldn't.
Wow, don't kill a girl and give her a few oversized dresses and you must be Prince fucking Charming. Hey Clara, what did you got me and my father in this situation?
Why that voice?
well. Of course it doesn't matter if you pick the roses in the greenhouse. Only the roses growing in the horse shit by the stables are penalty of death important.
Oh, Clara, the greenhouse is so wonderful.
Yeah, sure it is.
Very
Just imagine,
logical.
It's winter outside, yet we have all these beautiful flowers in here.
Uh-huh, yeah, it's just great.
Wow, we've gotten to the point where even the characters are disinterested in the plot.
One night a fairy came to me, but she told
Yeah,
me Beast
this
has
is
a cold
very,
heart.
like,
What do you
not
think?
engaging.
Honey, I make it a point never to talk about my boss.
Oh, Clara, you are exceedingly useless, aren't you? Oh, the
Very
son of a
useless.
hell, screw it, I know this is just gonna end badly, I quit.
Yeah, this giving me a lot more reasons to never watch this version of The Beauty and the Beast or other bootleg versions. If this is bad, I can't even imagine how the others must look.
Awkward.
And how they're just
Why do you
staring
forget
at each other.
You eat as a human does. I am a beast, and I must eat as a beast does.
Oh no, my brother!
He
Long
ate
John!
the brother too.
That really his name?
Like 50% sure.
50% sure?
Balcony with me.
Who's balcony?
How can you not tell?
So we get a repeat of the opening scene, sans the spoiler music, now that it's no longer spoilers, though apparently these two crazy shit are still here.
Now we're back at the beginning.
So well.
Even a beast can love music.
Who's playing music? Is Clara a one-man
Exactly.
band? Wow, there's something. Yes, wipe or something. Tail is old.
Like, who exactly is playing the music?
Who gives a fuck? Gonna go piss on those flowers.
This has been a glorious night, Beast. How can I thank you?
Oh,
By being my wife, won't you marry me, Beauty?
it's getting her. She's taking a long time to answer. I'm like, hello, anybody
How
home?
foolish of me to think you might accept.
Dear Beast, I will always be your friend.
Oh no! I'm in the friend
Friend zone.
And yet there is nothing I would refuse you.
Then let me visit my father.
It's over.
Whoa, when I said anything, I didn't mean anything. You do not know what you ask.
Anything means anything, literally by definition.
If you leave me, then I shall die of loneliness.
Seriously?
Die of loneliness? What a fucking wiener beast, right? Right?
Then just go ahead and die then.
Alone here. Loneliness!
Beast,
Wait,
can
you
take
too,
the
Phelous?
trash out today?
I'm afraid not, for on the journey to the end of the driveway, I'll die of loneliness.
If you can't be bothered, just say so.
Just give me one
If
week to
he
visit my
were to
family.
die of loneliness, he
My heart
would
could
have
not
died
bear
a
to be
long
apart
time
any
ago.
longer. I would surely die if it was but a day more than the week you asked for.
Wow, Mr. I'm a hairy pussy has us down to an exact science. 'Cause he's gonna
Exactly
watch
what
his
he is.
loneliness meter. But the Beast allows her week-long trip, and she goes to bed ever so excited to see that wonderful family of the brothers who blend into the background, the two bitches that insisted she go die, and the dick who left her there to die.
Yeah, Beauty has like the worst family.
I'm going
Everybody. The
going
siblings
home,
and even the
Dad.
father.
she dreaming this, or is this actually happening?
I don't know. This scene makes no sense. I'm out.
This is a
This
golden
entire
opportunity
movie
for you,
makes no
Beauty.
sense.
Once you are away from the castle, the beast cannot make you return.
Also, they seem to have misplaced my glow effect a little bit.
Oh?
Could you help me with that?
But he seems so sweet. He told me.
What up with that?
Told you he was sweet? I guess you can't argue with that. The fairy even tells her the Beast has had several women to the castle before killing them after they start draining his loneliness meter, and even gives an impressive light show as proof.
I'm not gonna let some silly dream scare me.
Wow! Would have been better off
Seriously.
warning a plank of wood. Would have gotten a bigger response. Yeah, we all know that the
Yeah,
Beast isn't
exactly.
really gonna be evil, but this doesn't even raise the tiniest bit of suspicion with her. And since not, we accomplished absolutely nothing with this scene other than Beauty's amazing ability to barely be a human being. So, really, Beast? You're sure she keeps you from dying from loneliness?
I'm home.
You might want to rethink that, Beast.
Yeah, her family has moved since the farm, and she only dreamt she was on the trip, apparently, so she just appeared out of fat air. Sure, the Beast gave her a return teleport ring, but all he said was it'd make her return to the castle, not just appear in another bed the next day. And whose bed was she in?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Beauty.
That was her name, right? It took me a bit to think of it there.
The traitor.
And then Beauty is so drugged she just
sellout.
blankly stares at the wall while her father tries in vain to get her to actually look
Yeah,
at
she's not
him.
even looking at him.
The wondrous
She's not even looking at him.
Somehow, in my heart, I knew you were still alive, my beauty.
You think she bought that? That gets me off the hook, right?
Beauty, now that
No.
you're back for good, we can all enjoy the treasure the Beast gave Father.
But Robert, I promised Beast I could only stay for 1 week. If I stay any longer, he will die.
Then let him die.
Exactly.
And Beast is my friend.
Then let him die.
He treats me
A
tenderly
friend.
with affection. And at his castle, nothing is denied me.
Then let him die.
I have riches beyond measure, beautiful gowns and perfumes, and the friendship of one who cares for me.
Then let him die.
Let him die.
Exactly.
Holy shit, this family is creepy with the blank smiles. At least the evil sisters let you know where they stand and act like normal, miserable human beings, rather than, I wish I were Gaston, smiling while saying, let him die.
I'm sad to see you go.
Just let him
I'm
die.
sure Beast will let me come visit you again sometime.
Despite the way he looked when I saw him, I am content that you are with him.
I'm sure he's a great guy once you get past the I'll murder you or your family for picking a flower thing.
But before she can go, the evil stepless
Oh, why are they
sisters'
crying
new
now?
devious plan is to make Beauty stay longer and...
Let him die.
which they'll do by asking if she'll stay longer.
Well, I suppose I could stay One more day.
Yeah, it's not a matter of life and death or anything.
I would surely die if it was but a day more than the week you asked for.
I suppose I could stay one more day.
Uh-oh. And he's dead.
Glad she'll just assume it's all good, too, when she has a freaking teleport back to the castle ring on her finger. Couldn't just pop back to the castle and see if Wiener Boy's collapsing from lack of dance or not. And why did these two idiots want Beauty around? They didn't like her because they thought she'd steal all their men, so she's out of your way, locked up in a castle with Ganon's loser cousin. Isn't that a win? Oh, well, at
Ganon's
least Beauty
loser
changed
cousin.
her golden dress. That's not like something from the other one or anything.
Clara, what are you doing here?
Clara, the human teapot.
Hey, do.
Trying to save Beast's life, as if you cared.
Don't know if you care that much either, Clara, considering you probably could have stopped by and said, hey, what's up, so he wouldn't die of the loneliness plague.
Exactly.
Or is talking to you worse than no one at all. Also, if Clara could pop back at any time, maybe pop back and get Beauty before the idiot is on the ground dying of a loneliness attack. Wow, I thought he was just being overly dramatic. This is just stupid.
You're alive, Beast.
He actually dies?
But I die happily. At least I knew you for a short time.
I would marry you, Beast.
I dreamt I heard the words I have waited so long to hear.
Oh, well, that was kind of a if you had died thing. You don't usually expect
This is
someone to
completely
recover from
cringeworthy.
death, even one so incredibly lame as extreme loneliness.
But where is my Beast?
Right in front of you. All right, cut, guys. Someone jumped ahead on the script.
I am he. Many years ago, a spell was placed.
Ew! I wanted to marry a beast.
Oh, cry about
A
it.
spell was placed on me by an evil fairy, and I was imprisoned in a beast's body.
Wow, that is the lamest version of this story ever. There wasn't even a lesson in this for the beast.
The
He didn't grow as
cringiest.
a character. It's just an evil fairy did it. Speaking of, she was Clara's sister, who she's decided to stop now.
Oh, that's the
off-screen,
evil
despite knowing she was
fairy.
around over a year ago. Maybe
And the
Clara
sister.
just woke up today and remembered, oh yeah, I'm a more powerful witch than her. I can stop her. I forgot.
Your spell's been broken and now you're powerless.
Because the spell was broke, she's powerless? Jeez, I sure hope the years of a dude being a beast in a castle were worth it to her.
Beauty, to show my
I don't think
gratitude
so.
to you for breaking my sister's evil spell, you and your prince will rule this land forever.
Wow, you can just force everyone under their rule? That sure sounds remarkably evil. Good job. Yeah.
Very, very, very evil. It's not like other movies did that.
I have the power to make you two rule forever, but I have a problem with doors, changing sheets, and watering flowers. There is a price to this, though. Prince Buttchin will become a new beast with mismatching eyebrows.
Yeah, what was that?
The end. I'm not taking it back. And that's the story of how
And that's the story.
Again to another beast for even more money.
This is a really rushed and pretty bad telling of the Beauty and the Beast story. Beauty
Very
is an absolute
cringe,
blank.
too.
She is very expressionless and dolly floats around from scene to scene. Belle
Very.
had a character and would stand up to the Beast in the Disney version, but
Yes.
the biggest fuss Beauty put up here is when the Beast didn't promptly kill her. Her father was an ass who left her to die, and for some reason almost half of this film was focused around him. This left very
That
little
clip.
time for any development of that that whole, Beauty and the Beast story, of which there is basically none. There was no change in his character, so he is still the ass who is gonna kill over a rose and then almost fell over dead over having to wait an extra day for someone to come home. That's both impressively weak and stupid. What, did leaving the castle not occur to you? He's not stuck there in this version, as he threatened to seek out Old Man if he didn't come back and sell out his daughter. What an ugly man and an ugly movie.
That's right. It was the Beast that killed the Beauty.
And that line really isn't poetic at all when you reverse it now that I think about it. Worst King Kong review ever!
But very accurate. Do I need to say anything else? Like, it speaks for itself right there. What I can say is, this movie is 100% cringe-worthy. Like, seriously, don't watch it. And don't even bother watching the other Bootleg Beauty and the Beast movies, because I'm pretty sure they are just as bad as this one, if not worse. The doll version, don't even get me started. Let someone else take care of that. And this has been the Reaction Show. Thank you for watching, and if you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next time, in between time, in the meantime, have a blessed day.